Hello everyone, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Same Brain, the only game where it pays to have wrong answers, because none of them are actually wrong, and I'm not right. But I'm here, it's your host, Black Crystal, and I'm so excited to bring you another fantastic episode because the cast we have today is spectacular. You are not going to be ready for who we have in store here, so let's actually take a look at our crew, because there's no game without y'all. So we have our lineup of panelists who have been bullying backstage, of course. You already know what it is. We're going to run through them, let everybody see who is going to be giving potential points to our contestants here. So let's go to our first panelist, right? We have them. I've said their name wrong too many times, so I'm trying to say it right again. That's right, Tento. That's right, Tento is in the building here, of course, looking spicy as ever. We have a new friend of mine who I am adored and love. That's right, we have Luna in the building, baiting everyone into saying, ooh, I'm loving it. It's fantastic. We're going to see what they have to say coming up. But of course, we have to show our next panelist here. That's right, we have the Breadmeister, Alex, in the building, holding it down, going to be here with some fantastic hot takes. I cannot wait to see what they have to say. And of course, last but certainly not least, the head of the Twitch Unity Women's Guild. That's right, we have Ash in the building here coming through. I don't know why. I guess she's a masochist because she's here to get bullied again on Same Brain. I'm so excited. Now, we do have our panelists lined up, but we have to take a look at our contestants, right? The two that are going to be pit against each other, the ones that are trying to get points. And it is a doozy. Let me tell you about this first contestant we have here. That is right, it is Sydney in the building, looking fantastic and ready to take the win. I heard that they don't hold their punches, so I can't wait to see how this competition is going to play out. But we got to look at their competition. That's right, Jade is in the building. You've seen her if you've come to our lab events for Same Brain. Jade is back and in the hot seat as a contestant this time. So actually, let's talk to my contestants real quick. Y'all was gearing up and talking a little bit smack as we were saying hi to each other, but I don't really know. I know, Jade, you've done a game show before, so I'm going to have to ask Sydney first. Do you do game shows, or are you just here for the vibes?
I'm here solely on vibes. I have zero expectations about me winning. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Ooh, okay, I like it. All right, Jay, but what about you? You've been on this show, but you've said some crazy things. I feel you might need to redeem yourself this time around, or do you just say, and it's in the past, forget about it?
I think we shouldn't bring up the past. This is all new here. We're going to have a really great time. I just know. One might say we might have the same brain.
Okay, all right. Well, I see the competition is on, and I don't want to waste any longer, so let's run into just a quick little bit of housekeeping before we get into the game, all right? So we have to give big ups to our Patreon subscribers, right? None of this show would be possible without y'all, so much love to those who have been supporting us. And if you want to join the Patreon as well tier, here's a quick look at our tiers that we have to offer. Our links are in chat here, getting you tons of perks if you join in on that time and help make this season and this show possible. I mean, come on. Looking kind of spicy. Am I wrong? All right. Well, we give you much love there. We seen y'all. Y'all already voted on the poll. That's right. Our bonus question will be happening later. I'll tell you more then. And of course, we want to give much love to everybody here who's been hanging out with us on Twitch and as YouTube. So follow us on all of our social platforms. Our links will be there in the chat. But I think that's enough yapping for me. I'm ready to get into the game, and I think our audience is too. So let's do it. Let's head on into the hot seat. Yes, baby. We love to see it. The hot seat. This is going to be awesome. So let's get it popping. We're going to be giving you some tons of questions. Fill in the blank. Answer with your heart. I can't give you advice because honestly, I'm not the game master. I don't get to choose who gets points. But what I do get to do is make fun of you all. So go with your gut. Have fun here. And our two contestants are going to have to do the hardest part. That's right. The hot seat here. The name of the game of St. Brain is matching your answer with our panelists. All right, so that's the only way you're getting points on the board. Are my contestants ready? Yeah? Okay, and it's looking like our panelists have been ready. They said, come on, bring on the questions. So let's do it. Let's bring in that first question. Michelle Blank. Ooh. I know I'm seeing everyone's like the first one. The first question's a little bit of the warm-up. Brain Lila's starting to gear up here. All right, it sounds like all of our answers are in. Okay, well, let's see what our contestants put down for Michelle Blank. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting these answers. Everyone's a little shocked too. I don't know how this is going to go.
I don't recall. I'm sorry, my fault. Go ahead.
Can I say something?
No, please.
I'm really just trying to
Go
think.
off.
Like, what is the? No, still.
Okay,
bro.
I went to type the obvious one. and I was a little slow on the click. So I had to come up with another one. Then I got nervous. Then I got sweaty. And Michelle Williams is an actor. She's an actor. I think she was married to Heath Ledger at one
Rest in
point.
peace to my goat.
I
Rest
know,
in
I
peace to
know.
my goat, man.
R.I.P. in peace. But yeah, she's an actress. But dang it, I got so scared.
No, it's good. You went with your gut. I'm not gonna bash you, but it's definitely not the first Michelle I thought of. I thought of a lot of Academy Award winners before that. Respectfully. Not to say I don't know her work. You might know the specific Michelle from, I don't know, Nerds, Venom. I don't know, the weirdos like me who watch things like Brokeback Mountain, because I'm gay. But unfortunately, is maybe not the first actress I think of. So I'm really curious to see if anyone on the panel has that match. So don't hold out yet. We don't know, because we've got Jade over here who says, Obama. I wasn't even thinking of that match. God dang. Coming out the tuck with that one. How confident are you on that? Do you think you got a match here?
I'm pretty confident. I feel like she changed everybody's lives. If you were in the school system, you went from eating really good to really healthy, and nobody liked that. So I feel confident.
Okay, well, all right, panelists, now it's your time to shine here. So we're going to go through y'all one by one. And let's head on over to a homie here who said, who the hell is Michelle Williams?
I'm sorry.
All right?
I'm not familiar with the game, Sydney. I didn't mean to do no harm to you, Sydney. My fault, game.
No.
I promise
Hey,
to
but
you, like, hey, no hard feelings. Like, I would never thought of no Michelle Williams. Like,
all good. Maybe you
never.
check out one of her films. Maybe you end
I
up
will.
liking her.
I like to. I do film appreciation on the side, so that's something I'll look into. But my answer, I'm allowed to get my answer, right, BK?
Yes, please. I'd love to hear what you had to say from Michelle Blank.
Was actually Michelle Obama, the first lady. You feel me? Like that's the GOAT right there. That's one of the big homies. You feel me? I look up to a lot when I was a kid. So shout out to Michelle Obama. And Jay, you actually thought the same thing as me for once. That's crazy. Actually insane.
That is, in fact, a point there, and shade being thrown on the match. I'm confused, but we'll get that point on the board there for Jade while Jade takes a moment to sit on that one. We're going to head on over to Luna to see what they have to say about this response, because I was not expecting a match off the bat. So, Luna, what did you put down for Michelle Blank?
I'm gonna say, Sydney girl, we were vibing before, so I don't know where the disconnect was. I also said our beautiful First Lady Obama. 'Cause I agree, she's done some crazy things for the community. Being out to take care of the kids. So, girl, I think you might be alone on this one.
That's why I like to see.
Oh my goodness, another point on the board for Jay. Sydney is in disarray, but it's okay. We still have two other panelists. Let's see if we can get something else here. A match or in a ballpark, if you will. Alex, what do you got for us here? Michelle Blank.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. While I did not choose Obama, I've got wrestling on the mind. I'm a bit of a WWE head. So I had Michelle McCool. So I'm just thinking wrestling. That's what came to my mind.
Ballpark right there.
God damn sure.
Okay,
The other one in Cincinnati,
all right.
but like, yeah.
Well, I'm loving these deep tuck picks for us and making me do some research on my own. But in two quick Google searches, I found out that she is in fact mommy is what came up. And Godwife? I don't have time to unpack what that is, but WWE fans in chat, you can let us know, okay, in the comments. So unfortunately, Alex, not a match, but I'm liking the vibes here. I think the dial could be turned on our next question, but no points for either of our contestants here, though. So we're going to head over to Ash to see if she can round out this, all right? So Ash, Michelle Blank. What did you have?
Okay, so at first I was like, okay, Michelle Pfeiffer, but then I was like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna match. So I second guessed myself and I was like, I'm running out of time. So then I just put Michelle Yeoh because I'm a big Star Trek fan, and she was recently in the new Star Trek movie. So that was like the first thing I thought of.
Listen, I'm hype. Again, like I said, there's a lot of, award winners I would have thought of, did we all just forget about everything everywhere all at once? No, it's fine. Yeah. That was forever ago. It's been 2 years in the first 2 months of the year. So I love the answer. Great thinking, but unfortunately not a match here, but star-studded cast and answers when it comes to these amazing, famous ladies. And I'm learning a lot. I got some homework to do, and so do you all, apparently. But that's going to be it for our first question here. We've got 2 points on the board with a nice little lead from Jay. But Sydney, don't hold out. We still got plenty of questions in the tuck. So let's get on over to that next question. Name a job women should be paid more to do. This is a very tricky one here. This could be very tongue in cheek, so y'all gotta feel this one out. I understand. Jade, you look like you good. Answer in, clapping your hands. You're locked in. No hesitation.
No hesitation. You just have to be brainless. Just type it in. Just whatever comes first to mind. You just. If someone lost with you, they lost with you.
That's definitely not gonna help me in that case if I do that. So I'm
All right. Well, now that our entire cast is in disarray as well as production, let's actually see the answers. What did our contestants put for a job women should be paid more to do?
Jay.
So you just want to get paid for walking around?
I
we all.
Man, I wish I could choose one of our answers because I would choose Jade's over mine.
Oh my
Paid
gosh.
to
I'm sorry.
walk.
Production is losing it right now. Again, we spend so much time curating, crafting our questions here for Same Brain, and we are shooketh at what is about to unfold. So I am very curious to see here. Now, Sydney, we understand Jade's right. The job that women should be paid more to do is exist. Again, I don't think that's up for debate, but I hear you. But Sydney, I really do want to take a chance to talk about specifically why software engineering, because there's a lot of careers here that I'm curious to see. Why that one?
I went to type tech and then I was like, that's not like a job. That's just like a grouping of jobs. And I was like, well, no one's going to type tech. So I was like, something more specific, software engineering. And I just hit submit because Jade said be brainless. And I was like, no fear. But
I love that.
I think
full sending it.
I think there's a lot of thought actually, like too many probably. And so,
I feel like there was a lot of thought in that.
like conflicting thought. But I think my thought behind it was like, I don't know. It's one of those jobs where anyone can learn the skill set. So why not be paid the same amount? There should not be a hierarchy. So I went with a serious answer to a serious problem in our wage gap, our sexist wage gap. But
absolutely, say it with your chest. Absolutely, women in the tech field, women in STEM, vastly underpaid. So I love where your brain was headed. But judging by the reactions on that reveal, I'm not sure we're thinking in sync just yet. So let's head on over to our panelists and see what they have to say about this. All right, so Tento,
I don't know what's more.
Women
I don't know
should be
what's
paid
more in the left field. Software engineering or existing. Like it's both of those are like so niche, bro. Like I'm really over here thinking, Jay, no one is going to agree with you. I'm sorry, no one's got the same answer as you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like as much as I would agree with that, no one's gonna have the same answer because that's no one was thinking about in that moment. I said teach.
teach.
Okay.
that's a good one.
I said teach.
That's
Teachers,
a good answer here.
so a lot of my teachers in the past were women, and they taught me so much. Shout out to Miss Robinson, my third grade teacher, had owed me a lot, and shout out to Miss Lige also. I still talk to her and her son to this day, and I still go back to high schools to talk to to the students to talk about the life at the high school as well. Shout out to Miss Goyle. So teachers are a really big thing in my life. I feel like that's a thankless job for a lot of those women. So definitely so. Yeah, definitely so.
I love that. I love how earnest that was. Unexpected. Okay, now I'm feeling a little bad for the bullying, but I'm still upset. No matches, unfortunately, but teachers are a really good realm, and I'm glad you said that again. An underpaid profession across the board, but specifically women in their mentorship, I often lean towards being a bit more involved that way. And I feel like you're right when you said that there. So I love the answer. Fortunately, not a match there. So we're gonna have to head on over to Luna to see what they have for us. All right, baby cake. So talk to me. I want to know, what did you put for a job women should be paid more to do?
Okay, hear me out. I was immediately not you. I was immediately putting
Oh no, we're gonna start the pot now.
to
Okay.
exist. And I was like, women, because I love women. Women are great, and I never think about anything else but women. I was like, yeah, we should be paid to just walk down the street and just exist. We're blessing you every day, right? But I was like, I got to think realistically. So I said teaching because, women in teaching do get mistreated more.
Wow, we 2 for 2 though.
And all of my favorite teachers have always been women. They curate nature children all the time in their minds versus like male teachers. But if I could redo it again, it would have been exist.
What was that again, Tento? I didn't hear you loud enough. One more time.
Yeah, Tento.
I said it was funny enough that Wait, why the camera got there? Y'all, hey, the camera switched to me so fast. I said,
Speak
I had to
on
put
it.
my
You
hands
gotta
on
say
it.
it. Say it.
I
What you
ain't
just
got
go
nothing on
talk
my
your
hands. I
ish.
said
You
none of
go
my
be
time.
on
Say,
full
wait, we
screen.
2 for 2. Oh wait, you said Luwu? I can't pronounce it right. It's Luna, but like
Yeah.
you said Luwu.
But
I don't know how to
uwu.
say. How you say it again?
Yeah, it's Luwuna.
Can you do it? Uwu?
Yeah,
Luwu.
can you give me a little uwu for an apology that no one
Yeah,
can
straight to
match?
I
camera.
got you. But no, I said we on the same page. At least we both said teaching, even though you trying to come for my neck afterwards. But go ahead. My fault, gang.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm seeing these again, generating some hot takes here. This is what a good second question does. So let's head over into Alex. You've been hella quiet because I think you're steaming on this response here. I saw some micro expressions I need explanations of.
Listen, Jade, as much as I was almost going to type down literally any job, the panel's about to go 3 for 3 because I chose teaching. My mom's a teacher. I went to college for teaching initially. Was like a substitute for a few years. Like, I know that is a very underpaid and very overworked profession. It's also female dominated. So teaching. I mean, teachers in general, women in general. I mean, everyone needs to be paid more. Any job, but teaching for sure.
Okay. Wow. This doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's always surprising. We have 3 panelists match, but none with our contestants. Panelists, what's going on? There are no points gained this way, all right? Get it together, okay?
No
I'm
bonus for
loving,
4
though,
for
the
4?
Shout out to the
synchronicity.
teachers, man. Hey, Ash, bring a song. Come on now, Ash, bring a song. Come
You
on.
see how everybody
right.
said it was their second thought to put teach? Everyone said, yeah, exist. And then what did I say? Be brainless.
No one put it down,
Type
though.
in that first answer, hit enter. That's it.
No one put it down, though.
All right, well, okay. First answer. Ash, was it your first answer here, or your gut, when you answered a job women should be paid more to do? What did you have for us here as our last panelist?
It's kind of wild because I was second guessing my first brain thought. I was like, ain't nobody gonna put this. I actually wrote it, deleted it, and then I was like, nah, I gotta go with my heart. I gotta go with my gut. And I also wrote teaching. I wrote
let's go.
teachers specifically.
My.
So we're all same brain.
We on
here.
that same
That's-
brain cell. That's what I like to see.
I mean, let's just think about that. Like, it's clearly a problem. You know what I'm saying? That teachers have an impact on us that lead us through our entire lives, yet they are not paid an equitable amount of money. And most of the teachers I've had growing up were women. So it was the first thing that I thought because, hey, yo, that's a problem we need to solve.
Absolutely. And
I
you
see what you
said
did
it.
there.
And I love this.
Heck
This is
yeah.
what I'm talking about. We stand for our teachers here, an underappreciated, underrated profession, occupation, if you will, here. And when we have our ladies up there in charge and giving that love and educating the youths, they need to be paid more. But I'm also siding with Jay. We should just be paid to exist because, Well, I love the response there. Very, very good. But unfortunately, no matches. But, our panelists could give a little ooh, a little cheer for getting that sync there. Y'all did have that brain cell. Now, can you share it with one of our contestants? Perhaps that might be nice.
We're hoarding them for ourselves.
Give me.
honestly.
Yeah, that's what it is. Give us
Guys,
all
I'm
sorts of
working
points.
with like 1 brain cell. If I could just get like a hint of one from you guys, I'd be working with 2 brain cells, and I think I could get a good answer then.
Listen, if I can find one, maybe. But
If you have a spare.
I've been searching. I've been trying. Coming up empty so far. But if I find one,
This is great though. I feel like, we all just met today, literally,
we
30
did,
minutes
yeah.
ago. So I'm getting a vibe. I feel like I'm getting on the same track. I'm going to be on the same train with you guys. Next question. I feel like I got this.
As long as it's not food based, we good.
Oh no.
Oh, you say that now. Don't.
That's when the spots it's gonna start training, bro. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. People don't like my food takes.
Oh.
They don't like your food takes? Well, I hope we don't hear any of those food takes as we get into our next question here, right? So everybody shake that one off. Let's hop into this one. Oh, right. And that's right. This one is, in fact, a bonus question, right? So let me tell you a little bit about bonus points before you jot that in there. You can keep thinking, though. That's right. We have a bonus question. We, in fact, survey our Patreon subscribers only, right? We do a survey there. And the top answer will be provided if you match that top answer, you will get additional points. So this is a big one. This is a doozy, all right? Well, without further ado, let's get into that question, all right? Our bonus points question. What's something all boy bands must have? As you giggling.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I'm not even gonna say how I answered, but I hope it makes someone laugh.
The only boy band I know is the Naked Brothers band.
Whoa,
That's the only one?
throw back.
Hold on, that's the only one?
That's the only one that came to my head, like initially, like just off the top of my head.
Okay.
Like
Nice,
that's it.
nice save.
I feel like as the day is gonna keep going on and on, I'm just really gonna sit here and start judging him harder and harder.
Hey, it's all right. I'm used to being judged, you know.
Well, I'm loving the spicy talk here, and I hear that our game master said all of our answers are in. So I think without further ado, we should take a look at one of our more controversial questions, if you will. This was a heated debate before it made it to the show floor. So what do our contestants have to say about something all boy bands must have? Ooh, wait. I think we just found both of our contestants' AO3 search history right there. All right. Okay, so Sydney says every boy band must have one bad boy. While Jade, on the other hand, is saying every boy band must have a cute one. Well, I'm flabbergasted. That's not what I thought the answer was going to be. I don't know about our panelists, but judging by those expressions, I think we're all a little perplexed. It's not out of pocket though, so good answers. But I'm wondering if we're going to see if there's a match here. So let's head on over to. Go ahead, please.
Say, I was originally going to get so specific, but that's hurt me in the past. So I tried to broaden it, and I was going to say they have to have like emo swoopy hair. But then I was like, that's not every boy band. So I tried to broaden it more, and I thought bad boy. That was my thinking behind it. Obviously, Jade, I agree with you. And two things can be true. The bad boy could be the cute one, and vice versa.
I should have said heartbreak.
Should have said?
Yeah.
Should have said. Well, what did you say? Tenzu, talk to me here. Okay, what's something all boy bands must have? What did you put down?
All right, so the thing I put down, because I used to be a drummer, so I put down drummer. I put down drummer in the band. Yes.
Like a physical drummer, like someone like a boom, like.
I just put down drummer. That's all I did.
That's interesting. So, like, if said band that was called a boy band had, I don't know, only electronic drums, they would no longer be a boy band by your definition?
Hey, I'm not like, this is a general term of drums, you know. It's not just specifically, it has to be just like, you know.
Drums exist.
Yeah, like percussion, it just be drummer. That's all I said, so yeah.
So every musical act is a boy band? Is that what you're telling me? Telling me Beyonce is a boy band?
It's just the first thing I thought about without thinking. In this.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to understand your logic here. Like the logic isn't logicking. I just wanted to know. It's okay. It's fine. Drummer is what one thing a boy band must have in order to be considered a boy band. Interesting choice. Love the choice from your heart, but not a match. Definitely not the bad boy or the cute one. I think they'd be center stage, not drumming. So unfortunately, no points there here. But I'm gonna head on over to Luna to ask them what they have to say for this one. All right. So talk to me, baby. Cakes. Name something boy bands must have. What did you put for us?
So I used to be very much in the K-pop scene, and everybody in the group has an assigned role, like the dancer, the one who can speak multiple languages, and most importantly, the visual, the pretty one. So I picked the pretty one.
Oh, is that in fact a match there? The pretty one? Does that count? Yes, it does. Our game master says that is in fact a point there on the board. Holy moly, Jade, how does it feel? Do you feel vindicated?
It feels delicious.
I did exactly what you said. First thought, I was just like the cute one, the pretty one, the visual, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it.
Locked in.
Go with your gut. Locked in here. The synergies are forming here. Let's see if we can keep it going here. Just 1 point on the board. Alex, talk to me. All right. What is something all boy bands must have? What did you put?
So this is either going to be an all-encompassing answer or a non-encompassing answer. I said boys question mark. I went quite literal on this one. It's not a boy band if there aren't boys in it.
Huh.
It's not a boy band if there aren't boys in it.
That's a fair answer. That's a good answer,
Fair
Steve.
answer.
That's a good answer,
The
Steve.
logic there. It makes sense. I see where you're coming from. I mean, I probably would come up with a different name. I think a boy band with no boys would just be, I don't know, a band. Love the answer. Great answer.
I feel like I don't know, a contestant that has no points currently, perhaps Jade and I should both get a point from that one, since it technically is true for both of our answers.
I agree.
Technically, so your case is, let me hear if I'm correct, that because you specifically pointed out a particular boy, you deem that both contestants should get a point for that. I'm getting a quick response that our game master is not going to let that extension fly, but
Damn.
good try. We do honor slight justifications here if you can state your case enough, but unfortunately it was not enough for our game master
I rest my case.
to let it slide.
I rest my case.
All right. Valid try. Boys on the board. Alex, I like where your head is. Let's see
Thank
if
you.
Ash is also in a similar range or maybe better. I don't know. Please, Ash, get me some points on the board. Sydney needs you. What's something all boy bands must have?
I know y'all needed me, but I actually same-brained with Alex, and we're boys.
Let's go. Let's go.
And then
Oh,
when you said boys question mark, I was like, yo, I was about to put the question mark, but I was like, no, we're gonna go confident here, and I'm gonna put, if they don't got boys, I mean, what are we talking about? You know?
So what, did you swap
mean-
did you swap it for an exclamation point or something, or?
No, I just put boys. The boys. That's it.
Boys, period.
That
Period.
single
These
brain
are the
cell
boys.
is working overtime.
Yes,
Ugh.
over in our panelists' favorite contestants, I don't know what gods or deities or that which lives beyond you must pray worship to, but Lord help me, you gonna need it, because the brain cell seems to not be in your court, and it's between all of our panelists tonight here. And also, chat, what is happening here? You know what? Let's actually see how shared this brain cell is, or if the boys' response is, I don't know, pocket. This is a bonus question, right? Said that at the top of the question here. So let's take a look at what our Patreon subscribers said as their top answer for something all boy bands must have. Let's see what they put.
Oh,
Boys
Let's
or men. That is right.
Dedication.
That is right. Let's take a look quick
Brutal.
there at the breakdown, though, as everyone is very excited here at seeing at least some of their matches here. They're not crazy, but there were a couple other bad boy responses there from our team. Some good looks might be considered the cute one, but unfortunately, overwhelmingly responsive. Boys is the main qualifier to justify that which is being a boy band. Now, when I tell y'all here, y'all can round me up. You can tell me if I am wrong, but I am glad you all looked perplexed when this question came to board, because I told you this one was a doozy. And I, for one, don't think merely boys constitutes as a boy band. This is everything's a boy band. Well, if boys is the main qualifier for being a boy, but were you gonna look at me and tell me Linkin Park's a boyfriend? That's what you're gonna tell me? You're telling me 3 Days Grace is a boy band? No, absolutely not. Oh, a Blink 182 and Smash Mouth also quote boy bands by that definition. No, to me, I think there's a distinct style, a vibe, a sound, an energy. It's an all-encompassing vibe that constitutes as a boy band. And you can't just talk about it being a drummer, a singer, a hot one, or just being, I don't know, a gender. I hate it. I despise it. I do not like it. And I said this and got into a huge fight with my game master. So I said what I said. And if you think I'm wrong, go ahead, flame me. But I just don't believe it. There's so much more to boy bands. Or am I just in the past? Am I old? Oh, God. I might be old, guys.
Well, listen, BK, boys means young. All those bands you mentioned, they're old. They're old.
Damn,
So you have to
you
qualify
just doubled
her
down
like
on
that.
it. God damn. On Women's History Month, bro? Okay, bro. You got it.
That's crazy. You're looking at me. Oh, no, yeah. The Beatles boy band. My favorite
That
boy
bread got him
band.
talking crazy, huh?
Well, my favorite boy band's Nirvana. Love them. Like, what is happening? You know that's not how we say it.
Nah, they too old for that.
Ash
They
says,
too
nah.
old.
Why you waving your head? Why you
Nah,
finger
nah.
waving?
Yeah, no, when you just said the Nirvana is the boy band, I'm like, hey, yo, come on. We know that is not a boy band. Like, anybody thinking that kind of way, like, nah, chill.
Right?
Chill.
But no, apparently
before my
that's all that
time.
counts. Just got boys and you're in a band and now you're the boys, you're in the boys in motion. I really think that's just not the case. Sorry, they let me actually get angry for once. I was fuming for days. Thank you for all that. It's fine. If you have your hot take too, please tell us in the chat what actually constitutes as a boy band. What are the qualifiers? You tell me, because we're gonna have to take this offline because we have more questions to get to. So, whew, I guess it was a good question. Too many hot takes and not enough points though. So, still 50-50. Let's head on over to our next question though. Maybe I can cool off. What's a hangout spot Gen Z wouldn't understand?
Who is Gen Z?
Can you full screen him? Can you say
Yeah,
that
please
again,
full screen
Karen?
because I honestly don't. What is Gen Z? Like which category is Gen Z? Because I don't know which category that is.
Like the cutoff?
It's
Like
Yeah,
the,
what's got-
one that
yeah, what's
starts
cut off?
at like 96.
Oh, that's me. Okay.
You
All right,
don't
so
even
what
know.
wouldn't we understand?
I didn't know what I never knew the Gen order. I was like, I had Gen Alpha, I had Millennial. I'm like, I don't know which one I am in.
I think
Did I
went
feel
too
targeted
fast.
by this? I'm supposed to say something I don't understand.
Well, it's sounding like then our answers are locked in.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those things where like you think you're like dating yourself correctly, but then you're not. Like I don't know. I'm like, is this long enough? Is this dates are hard. Numbers are hard.
Challenging question here then. All right, well, let's take a look then. What's a hangout spot Gen Z wouldn't understand? Let's take a look at what our contestants have to say. Okay. I like these answers, solid answers. So we have Jade over here saying skating rink and Sydney with the mall. Very good answer here. Jade, have you ever been to a skating rink or are you too also young and missed out on that era?
Well, okay. See, the problem is my first answer was the 24-hour Walmart, but
I was literally Jade. Shut up. I was literally going to say that. I was like midnight at Walmart, and then I was like, nobody's gonna understand what that means.
I'm right there with you. Kidding me? Playing down the aisles, taking out the Nerf guns. I know, bouncing
Riding
the ball.
bikes. Oh,
Yeah.
Riding
man.
bikes.
The bikes, the
on the
ball
same
pin, jumping into the ball
wavelength.
pin. Crazy work.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm loving these
Delinquents.
answers here. And the same with you, Sydney. I like this mall answer. I feel like the mall era has been gone. So I love that you're going with us here.
I hope the panelists agree.
Okay. All right. Fingers crossed here because, Sydney, you do need some points on the board here. So I'm really curious to see where our panelists' heads at, especially after that last very controversial question. Didn't know it was going to be so heated. Let's head on over to our first panelist here to talk to me. What's a hangout spot that Gen Z wouldn't understand?
You know it's real crazy. Shout out to my boy Cleo Thomas. Skating rink, I was thinking roll bounce instantly. Bust my ass plenty of times in the skating rink. Plenty of times. But we're going to give Sydney her first point. I said mall.
Yes.
Let's go.
10-tone. Thank you. My
No
guy.
problem, Sydney.
Appreciate it.
No problem, Sydney.
Awesome. I'm loving that. A point on the board from the least expected panelist. No tea, no shade there. So I'm liking this. Coming in, going with your gut is getting some genuine answers there. Sydney on the board with a point for Mall. Let's see if we can keep these points going. Let's head on over to Luna. Talk to me. What is a hangout spot Gen Z wouldn't understand?
So hear me out. I grew up poor and had to be home by the time the streetlights were on. So I said the corner power generator. You know that big old box on the block, and you would just sit there
Oh.
and hang out with all of like your friends.
The corner, I get what you're saying. The
man.
corner, the block, it's very close. I might, as a New Yorker, I might have allowed that as the suburban stoop, if you will. You know what I mean? Because you can't be hanging out in the yard. Everybody got their eyes peeping from the front door. You had to go just around the corner, a little bit away. So I love that answer, Luna. I love that answer. But fortunately, it's not the mall. It ain't no skating rink, so we ain't got no points on there. Luna, please.
Dad, how many times did I trip trying to run home from that street light? Jesus Christ.
We win some, we lose some.
You do, in fact, Hairball. We're going to head on over to Alex to see what he has to say. So, Alex, talk
Listen,
to me.
I
How you got?
racked my brain a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because the whole Gen Z wouldn't know, that kind of threw me being a Gen Zer. So I was trying to play it smart because
Okay,
the
talk me
mall,
through
I've
it.
done that.
Yeah.
Listen, mall, been there, done that. Skating rink, granted, good answer. Only did that while I was younger. Did not think about it. However, I said playground. Like just going to like the local playground, jumping on the monkey bars. I don't know if like anyone else has like core memories playing tag on the local playground. But
Respectable.
I did that a lot, and I can't remember doing that after middle school. So I figure most of Gen Z might not get to experience the joy of that, especially if anyone had those like wooden playgrounds.
Yes.
Those got phased out real early for my childhood, but man, did I love those.
I know what you're saying. I feel like it's a good answer, and I'm glad you spoke from the heart. Being from the Gen Z generation yourself here, I was very curious how your brain thought about this question, and you're probably right. I feel like the playground or the park, if you will, only really became cool when you were older. It was just a vibe when you were able to kind of stumble in there and hang out. And if you weren't old enough, it kind of was just a memoir of your childhood, being little, being young. I'm looking at the kids on the basketball court, definitely not playing basketball, if you will. So I love the answer, but unfortunately not a match here. So we're going to head on over to Ash to see what she has to say. So I feel like as one of us old heads, I hate saying this though, but Ash, I got to see what you've said here. So what is a hangout spot Gen Z just wouldn't understand?
You know what, Sydney, I definitely feel you with the midnight at Walmart thing. For real, for real. I miss 24-hour stores. In my heart, I wanted to answer AOL chat rooms because I really feel like people missed out on like a moment there, but I didn't feel like I would match with somebody with that. So then I said the mall food court, which I feel like that still should count for the mall though. I feel like that should still count because it's in the mall, you know what I'm saying? But specifically the food court because, you know,
That was
I
the
love
spot.
snacking, so
That was
yeah,
the
that's
spot.
the
And in
spot.
fact, it's the mall food court. It could be any food court. It could be, I don't know, one of them outlets things or fast food. It wasn't the playpen at McDonald's. No, you said mall food court. And that is, in fact, a point for Sydney there. That is, the mall had to walk in through Macy's or Dillard's to get to it. You're in there, baby. Okay? So we're bringing Sydney back into the game. It is a close one now here. Ooh, I am very excited. I am very excited. Oh, my goodness. I am loving to see this here. The answers are coming out correct. And we are heading into our final hot seat question. Okay, y'all? So this is it for our first segment. These are all the points you're going to be banking in that'll be locked in and not touched before we get into our rapid fire segment. Okay? So this is big or go home. All right? Let's see what that next question is. Hollywood strikes again. They cast blank to play Ash in the Pokemon live action.
Oh.
Ooh, how do you
That might have been the fastest
How do you
answer
spell their
I've had.
name? How do you spell their name?
I'm loving the array of emotions that everyone just went through. Literally every one of y'all hit that with the oomph in your chest. Because you know when Hollywood strikes again, it's a doozy, isn't it? All right, our game master is saying our answers are in. So, with Hollywood striking again, let's see what our contestants said for who they casted in as Ash in the Pokemon live action. Let's see their answers. Wow. And this is what I meant about it might be the same person. Because, of course, both our contestants have picked the hot twinks of the market. And by twinks, I mean not twinks. That's right. Hollywood strikes again. Sydney says they casted Timothy Chalamet to play Ash Ketchum in the Pokemon live action. While Jade is saying, no, Hollywood strikes again. They casted none other than Tom Holland to play Ash in the Pokemon live action. This is insane. Oh my God. I'm actually going to disclose this here. Jade, you put me on because this was not your first answer is what the Game Master is telling me here. And you were, I quote, a half a second too late to lock that answer in first here. So break it down for me. What happened there where you were trying to answer this? Because I got to know.
I was trying to put Timothy into. You
Dang
caught me.
it. Same
caught me.
brain.
Same
Got
brain.
sniped.
Sorry.
But you know what? Timothy would be like the gritty remake. He would play it very serious. He would be like crying. It would be intense. Tom Holland would do like the Marvel version, like the happy-go-lucky. Maybe Tom is the better Ash out of the worst two options to play him currently.
I mean, we could do the funniest thing ever and have a multiverse.
multiverse of Pokemon.
They would do it
happens.
too. That's you just gave them my idea. They just looked to show the already about to make the movie.
This
now.
is
Just
free
use that,
money
bro.
for the TM. This is
Oh
free
my
money
god,
for
they
them.
did it already, bro.
This
They
is
making
same
it right
brain.
now.
No, we called it. We called it first. You can't do that, Hollywood.
I do not disagree here. I'm honestly, Timothy Chalamet is giving the rival, if you will, right? It's a little Gary vibes or something. So I see it there. Maybe they're in the same movie, you know? Maybe they're just in a different town. But I'm loving kind of our contestants being in the same vein, and still Jade coming in with a quick backup answer in a very similar vein and a very good answer. Actually, I think it could be a match here. It wasn't that much of a deep tug. So I'm curious if our panelists, though, were vibing out and having that same brain or same wavelength, if you will, with y'all. So let's head over to Denzu. Talk to me, fam, since you was coming in here. Talk about they already done made the movie. All right, so who do you put as Hollywood casting as Ash in the Pokemon live action?
All right, so at first I typed Tom Holland. I did type Tom Holland first, but then I thought to myself, he's already busy with Spider-Man and other stuff, and he's British. They're probably gonna try American. I put Timothy.
No.
I put Timothy. Timothy been in. He's been doing it in Dune. He's pretty much the next Leonardo DiCaprio when it comes to this. Like he is everywhere. He's a terrific actor. He's a very good actor, but he is pretty much everywhere right now. So I say Timothy was going to be the pick right there.
Boom.
Timothy in the building there with, in fact, a point for Sydney, making it a tied game here on our final hot seat question. So our three remaining panelists are really going to be a make or break of who is going to go into the next segment with a lead, or are we going to go in with a tie? Let's see. We're going to head on over to Luna to see what they've put here.
Did I spell it that wrong?
Yeah, you did.
I might have spelled it wrong.
I copied it, pasted off of Google. I just literally.
Because it
they-
did the accent grave, and it changed the letter because it can't read the accent. You did it right. You did it the most right.
The most right, but unfortunately, we're a small indie company here, and we can't afford accents on our letters or make it look unique in format. We're trying here, so support us on Patreon, and we'll upgrade our text capabilities here. But we're going to head on over to Luna to see what they have here for who they put as Hollywood striking again with their crazy casting of Ash in the Pokemon live action. Who did you put down for us?
So I'm gonna need y'all to hear me out. I went with the first thought, brainless, right? Because that's what everybody said, brainless. I put Scarlett Johansson as the meme because she keeps being casted in roles that shouldn't be for her. So I thought that would be funny. But no one thought that. I'm sorry.
Is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I get you. Listen, we needed to see it end, but honestly, they could do it. They're gonna gender ban Ash. It's now Ashley, even though they didn't need to, and they're putting ScarJo in it, even though it's clearly Japanese. I see the vision.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, just like Ghost in the Shell, I think Japan would like it. I don't know what's going on over there. They love to see it, and they love their ladies like ScarJo. So I think that answer is a great meme answer. I kind of want to see the fan edit of that one. So, you know, anyone who's got editing capabilities, show me what that looks like. But unfortunately, not a match, but great answer. Let's head on over to Alex to see what he has to say here. I'm very curious, all right? Who do you put down for Hollywood casting as Ash in the Pokemon live action?
So I also went down the vein of Marvel actors that are weirdly cast in everything, even though it doesn't make sense. But I chose Chris Pratt because I just thought that would be the most hilariously wrong casting.
I'm sorry.
And like it's the meme. It's like, oh no, Chris Pratt's now Garfield, which turned out to be real. Oh no, Chris Pratt's Mario, which turned out to be real. Oh no, Chris Pratt's Ash Ketchum. That might be next.
I literally thought Chris Pratt first, but then I was like, nobody's gonna put that down. Nobody's gonna think that's funny.
So close.
So close. So close.
I'm loving this here. And again, our viewers at home are also agreeing with you. When the question came out, there were a lot of community Chris Pratt answers. So the brain cell wasn't too far from here. Sometimes the meme works. Sometimes we are there in that same space. So great answer. I know they probably do it too, but unfortunately, that ain't no Timothy and definitely no Tom Holland. I think Chris Pratt needs to retire soon, please, because this meme is getting old. Oh, but I love that answer. So let's head on over to Ash to see if we can at least keep up with the funny answers, or maybe get a tiebreaker point on the board here. Ash, it's actually all up to you. So, who did Hollywood cast?
Oh, Lord, she already laughing.
Why? Okay, listen. I got thrown off by Hollywood Strikes Again. I was like, okay, they're casting somebody. Everybody's gonna be like, why did they do that? So my first brain answer, no thoughts, only answers, was Zendaya. I don't know why. I thought it would have been funny. I would like to see her as Ash. I just went with whatever.
I am crying. I am crying. I am loving this. We're going to cast the Queen Zendaya as Ash. Honestly, she might do a good job. She could be the very best. Who knows? I know whatever role you give that woman, her little snaggletooth going full send is. So I like that answer, but unfortunately, it is not a match there. And again, I wanted to just breeze past it, but I think I have to go back to Alex. You really wanted to cast an adult as a 10-year-old?
Listen, it sounds like the Hollywood move.
It's definitely a Hollywood move. He ain't on about that.
Honestly, that's a good answer.
I
mean,
mean,
at all.
Thank you.
They
Thank
cast
you.
Jack
Pratt
Black
is a
for
good answer.
Minecraft, so it kind of makes sense. If they can do it with Jack Black, they can do it with Ash.
How old is Jack Black? Let's talk about that.
I don't know, like 80.
God damn.
80.
Sorry.
80 is crazy. Oh no, clip it and ship it. We're trying to cancel Luna saying Jack Black is 80 years old. This just in. We got a tie. So as that tiebreaker was rolled behind the scenes, very DM style, we have the fact that Jade is going to first. Won that there, even though we are a tie. I know, I'm breathless, I'm shook, I'm scared, I'm nervous, and I'm not even playing. So don't worry. We're gonna end our hot seat segment here. Take a moment real quick and head on over to our rapid fire segment. Alrighty, y'all. Whew, take a moment. We had a moment to cool off. Everyone had a moment to cool off from our hot seat. It was getting very hot and sweaty, especially coming in at a tie. So this segment here for our bonus points rapid fire segment, it is going to be a doozy of a tiebreaker. And I love it when Same Brain gets like this, because this is where the competition thrives. So let me bust it down for y'all at home and give a gentle reminder for those about the rules of rapid fire, right? So each of our contestants are going to pick one person from our group of panelists. There are people they've been vibing with and syncing with, or maybe they want to do something tactical. We'll find out. They're going to take one person on into this segment and see how many matches they can get within 30 seconds. Those will all be amazing points that will be added to your overall score, which will be the definitive thing to make this not a tie. So I'm going to head on over to both of my contestants here, and we're going to have our first contestant who has already selected their partner here. I want you to explain to me who you chose and why as your partner out of our panelists going into the rapid fire segment here.
Okay, so me personally, if I could, I would have picked Sydney because we've been locked in this entire time.
It's true. It's true. Well, next time we have to be like panelists together. That would be fun.
This. We definitely got this. But because we've been locked in this entire time, I picked Boo Boo because we've been like this brainless together.
I love being brainless with you.
Yes, we love it. All right, so that is right. Jade's partner is in fact going to be Luna, headed into the rapid fire segment. So that leaves you, Sydney. If you have not already done it on your device here, locking that in and let us know who you're taking in to the rapid fire segment.
Yeah, just locked it in. I gotta go with Tento. We had the same answers. You have my back. I trust. I feel like we're vibing.
I got you, Sydney.
And hey, if we lose, then we lose together, I guess.
No, I can't lose to Jade. Never mind, we good.
Oh, okay. We're winning. We're winning.
All righty. Okay. I love these pairs. This is a good match. I'm very excited. So I think this is the fastest panel picking we've ever had. It sounds like y'all was already min-maxing throughout the show. So we'd love to see it. All right. So we're going to have to say goodbye for Cindy for a little bit. Take a moment. This is your advantage for not going first here. But before I let you take that quick little break, we are going to have to, in fact, do our wagering. So I'm going to give y'all a little bit of the rules here of what we do when it comes to bidding. I know it's crazy. We had to switch it up on y'all. It can't be that easy. So, like we said here, the bidding mechanic in Same Brain is not too hard at all. Not too hard at all. All right. You're going to take a second to think about whether or not you think you're going to do good. Do you think you're going to win this next segment? Get more matches than your opponent. You will be able to wager all, half, or none of the potential points you'll be earning in this segment here. So those hot seat points are locked in. They're not touched. You're good. They're banked. But all the ones you could be getting here in this segment, you could put it up for grabs. It's up to y'all here. This is going to be where the tiebreaker comes down to it. So think long and hard, but not too long, because that momentum is going to be needed here because it goes quick. So we want to keep the vibes going, keep the brains stimmied, and get into that segment there. We're going to say goodbye to Sydney and Tinto for a little bit. Take your time, take your advantage of watching how this goes. And we're going to head on over to Jade and Luna for their run in the rapid fire segment. So let's head on over there to our first pair. All righty here. Woo! All right, Jade. All right, Luna. Shake it off. Are y'all ready for this here? Because once I say it's time to start that timer, you will have only 30 seconds to get as many matches as you can, as fast as you can to get all them points on the board there. So, any pregame words before we head into it?
I have complete faith in Lulu.
I'm going brainless. The brain cells are at the door.
Perfect. That's what I need.
We got it. We got it. We got it.
That's right. We love to see it. All right, with them brain cells left at the door, let's have our first pair hop into our rapid fire segment. All right, let's run that timer. Good luck. Streetwear or high fashion? LeBron or Kobe? Fantasy or sci-fi? Braids or locks? Mac or PC? Roblox or Minecraft? iMessage or Snapchat? Call or text? Time or money? Sneakers or sandals? Stand or... Oh my gosh. 7 matches. Insanity work. At the top level of amount of matches we have seen here, you're probably maybe the second highest pairing of matches here for our rapid fire segment. Wow, there was no hesitation. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Absolutely locked in.
Oh my
Absolutely
gosh.
no brain cells needed for that pairing. Y'all didn't need to think. It was just dial tone and dial up as you clicked almost every single one for one. Fantastic 7 matches on the board, which Sydney, whoo, it's going to be a hard one to beat. But I think you got it here, all right? How are you feeling? Are you intimidated? Or now that you have a chance to see how it goes, are you all right? A little bit more confident, or at least not worried headed into this segment?
No, I'm more worried and I'm extremely intimidated. That was so fast. And also, like, you should see on our end, like, they were just locked in. It was like game face. So you know what? I'm putting my game face on. I'm using all my brain cells. How about that, Jade? I'm using every brain cell I got.
Okay.
I got one for you. I'm gonna just hang on to your brain. How about that?
Perfect. Yeah,
gotcha.
this is how it works. You ride my brain and we'll do it together. Perfect. I love it. We're gonna kill it.
You clipped that? Okay, cool.
Don't
All right,
clip
let's head
that.
on over to our second pair and see how we have Sydney and to go out in the rapid fire segment here. Now that they've seen how it goes, it's their turn to hop into this segment. Now, you saw how fast it went. Like I said, when we run that timer, that's when it goes. So I heard you're wearing or having all the brain cells. You have the brain cap on. In my mind, it's a giant cap. You're both under it. Are you ready? Any pregame words before you head into this? Because once it is go, it is full send, baby.
Good luck and have fun.
Good luck and have fun. Exactly.
Ooh, I like that virtual dap up. Okay, good luck and have fun. Sydney, best of luck here. All right, we're going to run that timer. Bagels or donuts? Zendaya or Ariana Grande? Hoodie or jacket? High School Musical or The Cheetah Girl? Beer or wine? Salt or pepper? High School Musical or Camp Rock? Superman or Batman? PETA or Gale? Vacation or staycation? Kendrick or Drake?
No. No.
Oh,
Which one did she? No, no.
God.
Hey,
You
can we-
jinxed us, Sydney. You said it. You said it when we
Oh.
started. We were gonna tie.
Which one was the one she picked differently? I need to know.
Yeah, what did we disagree on? I was going too fast. I couldn't even see.
Oh my, I'm sorry. Production is in shambles right now. I am
Damn
so
it.
sorry. This is not what we thought was going to go down. We are flabbergasted as you. It was touch and go. I think the first question you got wrong, but then after that, it was like you dialed it in. The frequency was on the same brain. Holy moly.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Wait.
Wow.
Did you pick Drake?
No.
Oh, okay.
God, no. Absolutely not.
Okay,
That
good.
was the
Okay,
one question
okay,
at the
okay,
end. I was like,
okay.
they're throwing that in to really weed somebody
Bro said
out.
High School Musical. Yeah, High School Musical over Cheetah Girls. What? I'm
Oh
sorry.
I think I picked Cheetah Girls.
I pick High School
Man.
Musical. I love High School Musical too much, bro.
That's
Bet on this.
maybe
Bet on this is my favorite song. I got that on repeat. I'm sorry.
Oh, bro. Okay, well, I have just been conversating with the game master. In fact, so I have two things for this team. This is how this episode is going to go down. This is not what's on the books. We are rolling with the punches here because, in fact, we have probably one of the most insane comeback ties we have seen in this season, let alone the history of Same Brain. So, first fact here, and by you, Sydney, you were half a second away from locking in the correct answer for the win. So if that Drake Kendrick answer was fast enough, that would have been the tie-breaking answer, but unfortunately just too slow to get in one more question. So both our pairs went through the same amount of questions. I got the same amount right and or wrong. This is crazy. My stats are blowing my mind here. I've got, honestly, if you're with me here, my TD there, we got to head on over to our panelists here who saw what went down real quick. I got Ash. Were you expecting this? Do you think you could have done better? Or, oh my God, it is a tie. I probably would have done worse. How you feeling here? I need to know.
Oh my God. Like being in the hot seat last season, I know exactly how this is feeling because there was a lot of times when our answers were all matching up between me and the other contestant. So I get it. Like the tie thing. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. It's like when you put a poll in chat and then they make the poll even split on purpose. Like that's what I felt like was happening here. Did I feel like I could do a better job? Honestly, no, I feel like I would have been same brain with everybody else here, and it would have ended up the same way.
I know. I feel like collectively this cast was synchronizing. How about you, Alex? You feeling the same way? Because you look stun-locked at the results.
Listen, when you said they got 7 and that was like one of the highest ever, I was like, okay, that locked in the win. Then watching Sydney and Tento do the exact same thing, it's just, of course it would, of course. I think if I were in the same spot, I probably would have done worse. Let's be real. I would have made sure whoever picked me did not win. But
not
Alice,
you
I believe
briefing
you,
on
man.
your
I
own
know,
team.
Alice, I believe you,
happened.
man. Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, yo!
listen, someone's got to.
Wow. Well, all
I looked
right.
up my fellow kings. Come on now.
All right. Well, here's what we're going to have to do here to deal with this final tiebreaker and be able to crown our champion of this episode of Same Brain. All right. We are going to have one more bonus question. I know this is crazy. I know, right? Kill me. I didn't know this was happening. This is the tiebreaker bonus question here. I'm making sure I have our logistics correct because, again, this is not what happened. So you're going to have to work with me, Cass, and we're going to have to privately message our amazing Game Master Kai the answers first. We're going to go with the contestants first. Please message them here. All right. The question is blank brown.
Blank Brown.
Blank brown. BROWN. Brown, like the color. A sweet, sweet coffee. All right, we're going to have y'all reveal the answers. We're going to start with our contestants here first. I'm feeling a little generous, so since Jade went first in rapid fire, let's have Sydney reveal their answer first here. This is, again, our tiebreaker question. We are rolling with the punches. We are off script here. So talk to me, all right? The question was blank brown. Sydney, what did you put down?
Yeah, I have immediate regret. I typed it so fast, but I did put down Bobby Brown. who has the makeup line. So it's like Bobby Brown Cosmetics. I don't know why. It just came to mind. And I think probably because my brain was also like Millie Bobby Brown. Like it's just something that pops into my brain. But I wrote Bobby Brown. I'm sticking to it. I don't even think I own a piece of makeup from Bobby Brown, but that's what I wrote.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
It's something, isn't it, BK? It's something.
It is. I like it. It's solid. It's right in the realm. It's where some of the names I thought of myself. Again, I did not prepare for this, so I didn't know the question until you all heard it too. So I'm liking it. Let's see, Jade, what did you put for blank Brown?
Cleveland Brown.
Okay, solid, iconic, great answer. Now, let's see if our panelists have a tie-breaking point. We're going to have to do this quick here because we are in full overtime here. This is like Overwatch. We are on the point. We are stalling. Talk to me here. Who do you have for blank
I didn't throw out the
Brown?
glasses already, bro.
All right, so I was thinking the cha-cha slide to the left, take it back now. Charlie Brown. That's what I did. I put Charlie Brown. That's me. Cool.
Charlie Brown?
Charlie Brown was my thing. So
Turn it up.
that's what I did. So glasses off.
Unfortunately, not a Bobby, not a Cleveland. We're going to head over to Luna. Talk to me, okay? Blank Brown. What did you have?
So at first, I unfortunately thought of the terrible person, Chris Brown. But I said, nah, it's Women's Month. Ain't nobody going to be putting him down. So then I said, Charlie Brown.
Charlie?
See, me and Luna be on.
Wait, are you for
Yeah,
real right now?
Tenno, like, you and I next time.
Got you, bro. On God.
Don't do this to me. Alex, talk to me. Your answer, Blake Brown. What is yours? Don't do this to me.
Unfortunately, I did not do the same thing as them. I didn't even think of a person. My brain just went to like the. It took me a second, but the first thing that came to me was Code Brown.
Okay. All
Just-
right.
What is cold
Like
brown?
poop?
Bro,
Unfortunately.
if that's a code for
that
poop
what
for
that
real out there, what is a
Yeah,
cold
that's
brown?
what it
Give me a second.
means. They use it
Yeah,
at theme
no.
parks. Like when
If you-
someone like
I-
accidentally poops himself at a park, it's
Oh,
called
it's
Alex,
really
Alex,
got a
do you have
poop
to-
diagram on
Do you
you
have to
on
go to
Google.
the
This is
bathroom?
crazy.
Do
I
we-
my
don't.
God.
I don't.
This is a
I
poop
just,
diagram.
I
Let
went
me
back
get
bread.
to
It's
the,
the
like
bread.
that was. Oh, the bread,
Everyone's
the bread.
Googling right now and they're like, no, undo.
Undo for real. All right. Well, Ash, you are safe here.
All right. Well, not a match. I've learned a new term, Code Brown. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. It's giving problematic. It's fine. We don't have to get into it. But not a point here. It's going down all down to Ash as our final panelist for our overtime tiebreaker final question. Blank Brown. Ash, what did you put?
We're cooked. We're all cooked because I definitely put James Brown.
Watch yourself.
I love music, so I just put James Brown. You know, that was the first thing.
Hey.
Legendary. You know, I thought somebody was gonna know that one.
No.
I don't know.
I
No.
did think about it for a second, but I said, no, Charlie. Charlie might go.
No. I'm sick of it. What in tarnation? No matches. None. You know what? Nobody wins. That's right. Nobody f***ing wins here. You know what?
So powerful the mic muted. That's crazy.
Wow.
It was
Oh,
that
man, she's
powerful.
just going.
Yeah.
too.
It was
So
that powerful. The
She
mic
is-
muted.
Oh,
She is
Oh my
usually-
God,
I
I
just
broke my
insane
microphone. That's how
work.
pissed off I am. Oh my
She's
God.
actually so proud of us. Wow.
She
Thank you so much for
raged
these words of
against
encouragement.
the-
I'm
They heard
so
the bleep and they
pissed.
took the mic.
They did. They took the mic away from me because how in the do our panelists match more than our contestants across the board throughout the game? Whether it was Teacher, whether it was Charlie motherfucking Brown, y'all didn't win. I'm sorry. For this episode of Same Brain, there is in fact no winners other than our apparently single brain cell panelist crew for this episode. I am so upset with all of you. Get them out of here. We don't want to see it. Oh my
win is a
God, I
win.
should just storm out of here. God.
I'm thrilled.
Is this a first?
Thrilled.
How you?
Is this
I
a
was gonna
first?
say,
I had a
I
great
think
time.
A win is a
I
win.
feel like Jade and I won. You know, vibes
Yeah.
win.
I'm
So
sorry.
I
Is
think
this
we had
a
good
first? That's what I
time.
want to know.
This
I
is a
feel-
first, not for
Let's
this
go, we
bad,
made
not at
history,
this
y'all.
level. Oh,
Hey, no,
look at
clap it up.
you.
So we made history. We the first
History.
episode that's beat the game.
We
my
did
Hey,
it.
that's a W. And I don't
did it,
care. That's a
guys.
W, y'all.
We
Hey, forget all that math stuff. That's a W. All right,
You
cool.
are not
we
allowed
broke
to
Same
metagame
Brain.
same brain. There is not a glitch speed run to thinking in sync, okay? That is it for our episode. No motherfucking winner, all right? But we have to give it up for our cast because there would be no stream and no same brain without them all. So we have to give big ups to both of our contestants for being such good sports. Much love to Sydney in the building. Of course, Jade was here holding it down. And we have to give love to our panelists and I guess honorary winners of this episode. Let's see our 4 squad up on the screen there so they can give some much love before they say goodbye because we've got to give them some love here. Insane synchronicity. The wavelengths were wavelengthing, at least between some of y'all. Oh my goodness. I love y'all. Y'all were a fantastic crew and it sounded like our team is going to have you back because I don't like cliffhangers like this and I like bows on my presents. So I'm not happy, but I'm sure everyone watching has had a blast here and I hope you had too. We have to give much love, of course, to our moderator team and everyone here in our crew, whether it's behind the scenes, tech and broadcasting and switching as well. We love you all. Big shout out to our game master and producer Kai for rolling with the bunches here and making a fantastic episode. And of course, I need to give love to our chat and our audience and everyone watching. Thank y'all so much. It would not be a show without you all. So thank you so much for vibing here. And of course, big ups to our Patreon subscribers here. Thank you for keeping us fueled and letting us do things that we love. That's right. Owning it up here on Women's History Month with, a women-owned, Black-created only show here live on the interwebs. That's right. You know it. It's Same Brain. There are no winners. A brain cell and me because I'm your host, Black Crystal. This was Same Brain. We'll see you next time.